Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. Thank y'all so much for joining me for this Ready to Love live. Listen, baby, why was the reunion more entertaining than the entire damn season? And I told y'all. Now, for those of you that are watching the replay, I'm gonna give a quick recap first up, and then we're gonna get into the commentary and the mess. Okay, so we just gonna jump right in this thing because I know that y'all have been waiting. Listen, it's Friday night. Hopefully, y'all ain't got nothing to do tomorrow because, yes, it's 9:30 Central Standard Time. So that means it's probably 10 p.m. somewhere else and 7 o'clock somewhere else. Honey, we just about to get into it, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into the part one reunion of Ready to Love. Y'all. Baby, I was not expecting the things that came out up and through that union. Now, hopefully, everybody can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me, because I want to make sure that everything's crystal clear and whatnot. So, y'all put a one in the chat if you can hear me, so I can go ahead and get into it. Okay, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Somebody let me know if you can hear me. Okay, y'all can hear me. Child, we about to jump right into it, honey. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Ready to Love, baby, season 12, reunion part 1. If you are new here, then welcome. If you are part of the replay gang, you do not have to sit through everything. Just go ahead and skip to the chapters of the people you want to hear about. Okay? Tell somebody who knows somebody who's going to tell somebody about the channel. And I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me live. Well, child, let's get into it if we're going to get into it, okay? Hello to everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me. There are 225 of you on this live so far because I know it started a little bit later, but I wanted to give people the opportunity to watch the actual reunion and for me to set this thing up. Okay? Now, y'all, let's get into it. So when the episode first opens up, y'all know how they do. There's a couch A and there's a couch B. So Tommy takes us through a quick recap like we didn't know what was going on. They could have left this part out, but here we are. So Tommy says that they're the flyest cast ever. Now, I ain't gonna lie. They did put some pieces together and whatnot, but sometimes they look the fool, okay? Now, Diamond is not in attendance at the reunion. Girl, you ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing, okay? Diamond is not there, but that's fine. So the first couple that they decide to talk about is Vince and Donnah. Now, when they were sitting there, I was like, okay, she's still laughing at his jokes. So you just never know. So we see their journey to getting to know each other, right? Which we could have left that out as well. Honey, let's just get to the meat and potatoes. Okay, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. That's why I don't show an intro, honey. I ain't got time for all that. Let's just get right into it, to the point. So Tommy is asking about the timeline, and he used the word y'all. Donnah said, y'all who? I said, baby, not an owl. Not who. Baby, Donnah said, who said that? She was looking like, baby, me and my blonde streak are not with this man. I said, honey. So then Donnah tells us, because you know she like to go down to that coffee shop and whatnot. So Donnah starts telling this story about how she saw Lauren at the coffee house that she likes to go to. And Lauren was telling her about the men that she was dating. And Vince was at the bottom of her list. She made sure to say that Vince was at the bottom, right? But that her and Vince were still dating. So Donnah said, when Lauren told me that, I just backed up off of him. So Tommy is looking to Vince for an answer. First of all, I'm looking to Vince for an answer. I'm looking to the producers for an answer. I'm looking to Donnah for an answer. I'm looking to myself for a damn answer. Who died and made Vince the man of the hour? Who did it? Who damn did it? Y'all, if the dating pool is like this, I am so happy that I got out. Okay, I was definitely damn sure on the shallow end. And I am so happy that I got out, okay, before they start peeing in it and jumping in it and doing whatever. Baby, this right here is an absolute hell no. So Tommy was like, well, why did you choose her? Well, for my understanding of what I understood, it was my understanding that I wasn't understanding some things. But from my understanding of that understanding, sir, what are you talking about? You chose her, okay? I'll let him and Han, you lied. You said in the woods, I choose you. And you know what was so disheartening about this whole thing is when they were in the woods and Donnah was dressed real goth-like and whatnot, she said to him that she appreciated him for the emotional safety. She said, I appreciate your emotional safety and the way that you were so honest and transparent. Baby, they will play in your face every damn time. And I tried to tell y'all. So I just want to say this before I get further. When I am going in on these men, please allow, okay? Because some of y'all will come in these comments and baby, y'all are these apologists for these old sorry men. And I told y'all, listen, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So you don't have to. I can spot a fool because I used to pick them. So please allow me to tell you what I'm talking about. So she's talking about the emotional safety, honey. He ain't emotionally safe at all. You told her you were going to choose her, talking about, was my understanding that, choosing her meant to continue to date her. Yes, continue to date her. So then Donnah says, well, I told him, that we didn't have to be exclusive, which meant that we could date other people because the process was so quick. So I said, let's just date other people. But I didn't mean dating someone continuously that was in the process. Okay, so neither one of y'all understand the show. Let me explain it to you, baby. You go to the show. You find a man. The man finds you. Y'all go on all these damn group dates. Tommy stands up for a round of applause. He appears. You go on a retreat. You fuss. You fight. Am I your number one? Am I your number two? They choose you at the bridge and sing. Okay? And as a matter of fact, let's get the theme song going, honey. We need the theme song. Because clearly Donnah didn't understand that when you get to the bridge, her nor Vince, when you get to the bridge, the point is you choose each other when the theme song plays so that they can circle you with that damn camera. Here we go. Come on, theme song.
So it took me some time to get to the place that you wanted me to be. Oh, now I'm ready. I'm ready to love. Ooh.
Okay, and on that note, Donnah, that means he chooses you and you chooses him. Okay, you choose him. Y'all quit playing in my face. Don't piss me off. Moving forward. Baby, let's move on. Now, instead of her giving it to Vince, which she should, because he's the one that chose her and she's the one that chose him, she goes on about Lauren, whose self-esteem is in the trash as well, but we're going to get there. She goes on about Lauren being second, and there's no way that Vince could have convinced her to date him. And she doesn't understand where her self-love is because, for me, I just feel like it makes me wonder what type of value and love a woman has for herself if she allows herself to be second. Is she second? According to this reunion, you might be second, or you might be third. You might be fourth. You might be fifth. Is she second? I said, ma'am, listen, you were willing to put up with this man talking to you crazy. You sat there with them little bloomers on and said, what is it that I need to change? For one, it's that dress that you wore down to that union. I said, now, Donnah, your booty out in the bag, girl. Baby, Donnah gonna show that skin if she don't do nothing else. But anywho, Donnah, honey, I don't know if she's second. I really don't. It's crazy because you were willing to accept whatever. You were willing to let him cross your boundaries and not be there for you when it came to your timeline. There were a lot of concessions that you made for Vince. So for me, I really don't feel like you can judge. Okay, because it's giving pot calling the kettle, calling the pot, calling the kettle. And Lauren is like, I don't appreciate that because he hasn't kissed me, laid down with me. He hasn't even smelled it, okay? So I don't appreciate it. Donnah, again, honey, you were accepting of his weird ass ways. So then Tommy wants to know if he understands why Donnah is blindsided. He gonna say, yeah, I mean, it's got to do with that small miscommunication and it made us take a step back. Baby, those were secrets and lies, not small miscommunication. Like, please stop playing. Vince, you're finna make me mad. What you talking about? The small miscommunication. No, you lied and you've been keeping secrets. So Tommy wants to know if they could possibly try again. And see, Donnah, this is where your low self-esteem kicks in. Because when Tommy said, could the two of you possibly, if, she gonna say, you know what, at this moment, I really don't know. Ma'am, the answer to the mathematical equation of you plus him plus all these other women equals no. It equals no. It's a hell no. Baby, you are a pretty woman. You're smart. Okay. You take fashion risk. You got a blonde streak. I mean, there's no reason that we should put up with Vince. I mean, he's Vince. I know you like him, but why? I'm so confused. Baby, we don't need Vince. We don't give a damn about Vince. We don't. I really don't understand what is happening. So in the back, Lauren is in her little confessional talking about, I didn't appreciate her, talking about I had low self-esteem, but I kind of let it slide. But I did not play second fiddle to anybody because I didn't even know that Donnah existed. Now, when she first said this, I said, now, Lauren, you know that's a lie. But as the episode progressed, I said, you know what? She might not be lying.
My detector test determined that was a lie.
Vince been lying this whole damn time. The whole time, lying about the whole thing. And I made sure to put self-love and love yourself up here for Lauren. But her sister wife, Donnah, I put self-love and love yourself here as well, baby, because you ain't no better than Lauren. Donnah comes out and says, Lauren was saying she was doing all the right things and she left Vince alone, but Vince showed me the receipts and she was still constantly messaging him. Baby, y'all doing all this over events. Events. Donnah, sweetheart, for you to be so smart, you're not very bright. Because, baby, he's triangulating y'all. Y'all just come on over here and let me tell y'all what's going on. Okay? He's pitting you against her, her against him, and you and I. Baby, you should have never given him the option for no exclusivity. If that's the case, you should not have gone on this show. This was for you to get your person, not for you to share your person. So you're mad at Lauren because Lauren is dating a man that you gave her permission to date. Because if you gave him permission to date other people, then it is what it is. You can't tell him, hey, but not the ready to love girls, not those. No, don't do that. And he showed me the receipts and she's still messaging him. And you know why? Because he's still entertaining her and he's still messaging her as well. Listen, never think it's one-sided. I used to be naive like that. He would come and tell me, I changed my phone number. She got my phone number from somebody else. She keep on messaging me. She keep on bothering me. Baby, you're bothering her as well. You're talking to her as well. So I don't please don't let them fool you. Donnah, you should be upset with Vince and nobody else. And that's just that on that. I don't like catty behavior between women over no man. I don't like it because I am quick to tell you, don't come to me as nothing, honey. You want him, you got him. Cool. I do not have time for that. Okay. But to her point, Lauren, why are you still dating or even entertaining a man that chose someone else and called you out your name? I am never letting that go. And I just want to know, where are all the Vince apologists? Because y'all was coming down on me, baby. You're being too hard on Vince. He's smart. Everything he says makes some sense. No, it doesn't. He's a manipulator and a damn gaslighter. And he's been hemming and hawing this whole damn reunion. Vince ain't no good, allegedly. Vince ain't no damn good, allegedly. He's sitting up here creating different meanings to the show. Like, that's crazy. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, honey. But I'm going to tell you like this. I wouldn't be sitting up here fussing and fighting over no damn Vince. But that's just me. Moving forward. Next up is Carde. Carde the mime. So they're asking Carde why he don't be talking and whatnot. Carde still didn't have no answers. He was hemming and hawing, acting like he didn't know what was going on. Carde, open your mouth and speak. Like, come on now. Now, he really did grow on me before he left the show. I like me some Carde. I think he means well. He just don't know how to talk worth a damn. Okay, I don't see the problem. Cardi's like, well, you know what? Love me or hate me, but that's just me. You got to get to know me in order to hate me. Dominique said, well, nobody hated you. I liked you. When I get to know a person, I don't dig deep. Ma'am, you're too damn old to be saying things like that. And we know you don't dig deep, honey. We're going to get to your segment in a minute. Had you been digging a little deeper, you wouldn't be picking up the pieces. Okay? So we're going to need you to dig deep. You talking about you 42, which means now you should be 43. And I'm telling you right now, as a 43-year-old woman myself, 43 to be exact, I'm digging deep. I damn near want your social security number and a fingerprint. Like, I don't trust nothing. When I tell you I don't trust nothing, okay, when I say absolutely nothing, I do mean absolutely damn nothing. So then Ashley, I don't know, Ashley had an attitude. And the way that she was looking at Nicole during this segment, I was like, girl, what the hell wrong with you? Anywho, Carde was like, y'all can love me, y'all can hate me, whatever. At the end of the day, I'm me. So then Ashley said, well, I called him shallow because I wanted deep conversations like he was giving Ashante. So I want to say this to you ladies. Ashante presented herself like she wanted deep conversations. If all you accept is WYD all damn day, that's all you're going to get. If you say to a man, does E equal MC square, and they got to go pick up a book, then they're going to come to you knowing you got a little smarts. Hey, I can't just be texting her WYD all damn day. I have to actually put in some effort. So for me, Ashley, you were too busy worrying about that damn fox. If you weren't worried about that fox and that chinchilla, then maybe you would have gone deeper. You and him were playing on a scooter and you want to go deep? Like, baby, I don't have time. I really do not have time to play with y'all. So Tommy wanted to know how Ashante felt about the ex. She said, hun, that ex had her effed up. Okay, play with it if you want to. Carde did apologize and Ashante did accept. Then Tommy asked Carde if he's interested in anybody else, if he's reached out to anybody else. And he was like, yeah, I've reached out to people, but no. The answer is no for anybody that did not watch. Carde is not talking to any of the ladies. Child, let's move on. Moving forward, baby, because this one didn't get good. Next up is Nicole. There's Nicole and Ed on one couch. I'm sorry, Nicole's forever crush and Nicole on one couch. And there is Carde, Ashley, and Dominique on another couch. Okay. But baby, the way she's sitting there, skinning and grinning while they're watching this playback, I said, oh, honey, this is cringy to even rewatch. Nicole, please get it together or leave it alone, honey. This is just really difficult to watch. And Ed, are you present? Like, I'm starting to think you're some kind of robot. Are you here? Like, you could have stayed home with Diamond. You gave nothing. You said nothing. Then when Tommy asked you a question, you said, oh, can you repeat that? Ed, what is wrong with you? Like, at first I thought maybe he's still caught up on the ex, but I just think that something might be wrong with you. And I don't know what it is exactly, but like, can we please? So anywho, Ed is sitting there looking crazy. So then Ashley pipes up saying that Ed was, no, she said to Nicole, she said, you and Ed were in each other's faces in college. So I don't understand how y'all didn't talk. Nicole said, no, we were not in each other's faces in college. Thank you very much. Now, can I continue answering the question? Now, to me, Ashley, it felt like you were a little bit jealous or even catty or mean girl in this moment. I don't know if that Bob got you feeling like that or what. Girl, what's wrong with a Bob? Something. Baby, that Bob had your attitude completely folded under. Okay? Make sure you ain't got on no skitty straps. Anywho, Ashley sitting up there looking crazy. Nicole said, we were not in each other's faces, girl. Stop answering questions for me. I got this. So Tommy wanted to know about Ed being emotionally unavailable. Ashley said, well, I told him that he was my type. Like, he was my type. And the ball was in his court and he didn't do nothing about it. You know why he didn't do anything about it, Ashley? He didn't like you. Like, sometimes it's very simple. You know, I used to try to overcomplicate things and try to figure it out and do these things. He didn't like you, Ashley. He didn't like no damn body. I don't even know if he liked himself. Like, he don't like nobody. He didn't like Nicole. He don't like you. He don't like nobody. Now, as far as Ed and Nicole, he said that he says she's just a friend. She's still a friend. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. She ain't never gonna get it, child. There was no romantic connection. There will be no possibilities that the two of them will be a thing. And so then Nicole started to speak and say that, you know, she tried, but she figured out that he wasn't interested. Here go Ashley over there whispering to Dominique. I mean, he was never interested. Well, baby, he wasn't interested in you either. Now, what else is going on? Like, I think these ladies think that they have a one-up on the person that they're insulting, and you do not. He don't like her, and he don't like you. So now what else is happening? Anywho, moving forward. So Tommy was asking about the connection. Nicole says there's not any. And, you know, it's never going to be a thing. So then Tommy wanted to know if she was connecting with somebody else. This way it went down, y'all. So Tommy wanted to know if she was connecting with anybody else. And she didn't really want to say. She was like, well, some things that came out earlier. So I don't really want to say. Can I skip that question? Tommy said, no, you cannot. She was like, well, I found out some things earlier, and they're all like, girl, just spit it out. Tommy said, okay, so the only segment that was earlier was Vince's. Are you messing with Vince? She's like, well, I had no idea that Vince and Donnah had even chosen each other until like a week ago. Well, baby, what'd she say that for? Nicole said that Vince told her that he had not chosen Donnah. I said, oh, honey, not you spilling the tea. Nicole said she told Vince that she was open to dating him after the show, and they have been hanging out. And Tommy said, hanging out like what? She said, like the ultimate hanging out. I said, oh, baby, that's the horizontal poker. Baby, they've been doing the sexuals. The ultimate hanging out. Did y'all see Ed? He piped up then. I said, not you over there grinning. So, anywho, she said they've been hanging out tough, and she wanted to know if he chose Donnah, and he said no. Tommy said, I know you lying to me. Baby, that was so good to me. Tommy crossed his legs on the other side. Tommy said, I know you lying to me. You say, what now? Baby, the way I looked at that screen and said, I know you fucking lying. Baby, I wish I was a co-host on this reunion because I sure yelled that out, okay? She said she didn't have any idea about Lauren either. So, baby, as this is going down, Lauren in the back, and she pissed. Look at him. Look at this one right here. Talking about what? This is so stupid. What me? Baby, Steven ain't no better. He talking about Vince. She talking to you, bruh. She talking about you. Vince talking about, that's so ridiculous. What is she even saying? Is she speaking English? Is my name Vince? Vince, quit looking stupid. She definitely talking to you. Okay, you're the one. Meanwhile, Donnah just sitting up there looking like, I know this Jane. Now, this is crazy. Now, I let it slide with Lauren. But here we got Nicole as well. Yeah, we got Nicole as well, Donnah. Donna sitting up there looking like a taxidermy in that damn dress, not moving, not breathing or nothing. I said, Donna, please exhale. Girl, go Angela Bassett on this. It's okay. Girl, get you a match, light it, and blow the whole setup. Here go Vince talking about, that's not cool. You know what's not cool, Vince? What's not cool is you still creating your own ready to love experience outside of this show. That's what's not cool. Nobody told you to continue with your connections. You're not the damn bachelor. I don't even know what they see in you because I've been wrote you off. As soon as you call that girl out her name, and I don't know what she got going on that she would even talk to you. Donna, do you have any choice words for Nicole? Or is it only Lauren? You say what now? Okay, you don't have nothing to say to Nicole? Okay. And Lauren, why are you even still talking to Vince? I just can't get over it. Donna, girl, you have wasted all of your time, but I know you meant well. I know you actually liked Vince, and I'm not sure why. I can't. Some people might wonder why I chose the men that I chose. So I'm going to give you a reprieve. But baby, all of your smoke needs to go to Vince and your decision making because you told him that you were not exclusive. So he's just doing him. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. But I do feel like you have wasted your time. And again, where are all the Vince apologists that told me that I needed to ease up on Vince? Baby, let me tell you something. I don't ease up off no man because guess what? They ain't going to ease up off you. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Moving forward. So now Donna, Vince, and Nicole are in the back. Baby, look at Lauren's face. Lauren, you need to get some kind of hobby or something. You were way too involved with Vince's segments. Everything they were saying about Vince, you were just overly involved. I think out of all the three ladies, you liked him the most. I don't know, girl. Let's give it a hint of pick me, honey. I don't know. So, baby, the love triangle is in the back. Donna wants to know when it started. I think what she means is because, like, for a few weeks, I didn't know. Today is Monday, right? Well, your name is Donna. Donna, I didn't know. You got that dress on. I didn't know. Where am I? Vince, quit playing with me. Vince, quit damn playing with me. You know damn well where you are, and we want to know why and when it started. So Donna is trying to get down to the bottom of it. He's hemming and hawing, talking about, it wasn't when I did because it was in the, Nicole is like, well, there was a few weeks where I didn't hear from you. Now, look how these two looking. In the middle of all of this, look how they looking at Nicole. I said, baby, I got some nasty attitudes, child. Lauren still making faces. Lauren, let it go, okay? It feels like another love TKO. Let it go, baby. Let it go. So she's in the back and she's like, well, Vince, no, because there were like a couple of weeks that you didn't speak to me. And I was like, okay, well, he hasn't spoken to me. But he was like, okay, because I was speaking to Donna. But then just recently, we got physical. Well, baby, what she say that for? I said, oh my gosh, girl. Not you gonna say y'all got physical? Vince, he didn't know what to do. He really did not. He was flabbergasted because he could not believe that Nicole would actually say this out loud. I said, oh my gosh. Now he got her feeling bad for telling the truth. I said, Nicole, don't feel bad for telling the truth. Talking about, I never should have said anything. I'm sorry, baby. So now she begging him in the back. I said, this has got to be a fever dream. This is crazy. Nicole, get yourself together. She's begging him to talk to her. She grabs his hands and she's like, listen, I don't care who you're talking to. I really don't. Okay, I don't care. All I care about, Nicole, this is why nobody takes you seriously or really wants to date you, honey. It's giving desperado. Okay, it's giving thirst bucket. It's giving thirsty. It's giving low self-esteem. You're a pretty girl. I don't get it, baby. There's no shortage of men. You can get a man anywhere. It's getting rid of them that's the problem. And be very safe, okay? But why are you hanging on him? Talking about how sorry you are and you didn't mean to say a thing. And when she hugged him, y'all, he said, okay, let me go. 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 I got to go get my makeup. Let me go. I said, ain't this y'all, I do not know what these people are doing. Now he telling her to let him go. And Nicole, what are you sorry for? What are you talking about? Now, Donna's feelings are hurt. So she walks away in this rags to riches dress. And I'm like, not the love triangle of it all. I did not see this love triangle coming. Nicole, Vince, and Donnah. Donnah, that man don't want you, honey. He don't want none of y'all. He's just out dating and laying down and laying it low and spreading it wide with any old body. So Donnah gets on up and walks away, honey. The esteem is low. The esteem of yourself is low. All the selves. Lauren, Donnah, and Nicole. Everybody's self-esteem is low. And Vince, you have low self-esteem as well. Because let me say this about men. And I'm not a man, so I don't know it all. But I feel like men who sleep around have low self-esteem and self-worth. Because why do you want to give your body to any old body? Your body matters too. Why do you want to lay down with any old woman? Why do you want anybody's hot pocket? Why? I just don't understand it. Like, you look crazy as hell. And you look goofy. Child, a mess. And Donnah, what is this dress, girl? I seen your whole little panty drawer when you was walking off. I said, baby, not the panty drawers. Moving forward. Next up is Capital One Christina. So there's Bello, Chris, and Vince on one couch, Christina and Devon on the other. So Tommy is asking why she asked for a massage. And she said, well, I didn't ask these men for nothing. I just told them my body was hurting. So they're trying to figure out if she wants some money or not. And Devon said, well, the way that it came up in our conversation was very natural. I thought it was my idea. Oh, poor little tink tink. Poor little tink tink. Baby, she got some sugar out of you. Devon said, it ain't tricking if you got it. Baby, this is a fool. It wasn't your idea. Okay, you just got. See, she knows who's gullible enough to fork over the cash. And it just so happened to be you. Christina said before she found out, who she was going to lock in with, she needed to see if they could provide. And then she started getting teary-eyed. And I was like, girl, what do you got going on? Okay, like, let's not get crazy. Bello then starts saying, you have to understand someone's love language and speak to them in their love language. And her love language is gift giving. Okay, so see, that's where you're slow at. Her love language is not gift giving. Her love language is getting the damn gifts. Okay? She wants you to open your wallet and give her all the monies out of it. You can't buy any more of that fancy garb. You're going to have to give her your money. And according to Dominique at the end of this review, I don't know if you have much, allegedly. Okay, no, that's what Dominique said. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. And you sitting up here talking about speaking to somebody in their love language. Bello, please. Okay, you need to be seeing that child. Send that money to that baby. Don't be giving it to Christina. I don't give a damn what her love language is. Child, goodbye and good night. So they're talking, trying to figure out if she's a gold digger. Girl, you want to be taken care of by a man and just say that. That's cool. If that's how you feel, say it, period. I want a man that's going to take care of me. I don't want to work. I want to sit and look pretty, and I want him to give me his money. But please leave the Bible out of it. She started saying, in the Bible, it says, please leave that out, okay? And if Devon, you gave her some money, just know that you got. And Devon, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. You better stay out the strip clubs because, baby, they definitely going to finesse you, okay? Them scrippers been took your whole 401k. So if you're going to just be forking over cash because the conversation feels organic, then you might want to stay at the house. Moving forward. So now we're playing a game. Okay. Who said that? Okay. Now the first one is I didn't know Nicole had that kind of a shape. That came out of nowhere. Where did that booty come from? The person who said it was Bello. They were panning the camera across to everybody, and I see Dominique wasn't laughing. I said, oh, baby, she ain't like that. Next up, when Vince started saying that people have loose lips, I was thinking about Vince. He talks the most. His lips are looser than a mother. The person who said that was Darius and his furs. Okay. Darius and his fur coats. That's who said it. Up next, I am so bored right now with Carde. I don't want to talk to him about my dog. I don't want to talk to him about the gifts he left at the house. I don't want to talk to him about nothing. And I also don't want to talk to Vince. The person who said that was Ashante. Girl, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to talk to Vince either. Okay. The next one was I'm a stepper in real life. I'm not a soft cat. I'm masculine. I've been with like 1,000 women. How am I not masculine? That was none other than Richie. Rest in peace, Richie. I was actually shocked to see him at the reunion, but then I remembered that they filmed the reunion close to the season premiering, not when it's actually showing. So rest in peace to Richie. I will always make sure to honor him, although there was nothing, okay, paying tribute to him. Please don't piss me off. The last one, Darius doesn't have an ounce of Barack Obama in him. Have you seen Barack? Have you seen Darius? The person who said that was none other than Vince. Now, for everybody who said something, I put winner up here, but I also put loser. Okay? Because, I mean, what have we been watching for the entire reunion? Okay? Now, that was the one lie that he hasn't told at this reunion because Darius ain't got nothing to do with a Barack or an Obama. Okay? Please don't ever say nothing like that. That's offensive. Okay? Please don't play with me. Moving forward. So, baby, then we get to Dominique and Bello, and we see their package, okay? So they're showing their package, and, I see they got a little bit of distance in between them. And as they're talking, Tommy is asking about their love triangle. I'm sorry, their love journey. And Dominique starts talking about how he met the kids, and she starts saying, he's the greatest thing ever. And she saw the ancestors when she met him. Baby, she was just saying all this kind of stuff. Baby, you pouring too much into him. That's number one. Give him just a little bit. Don't pour too much, honey. So then she's saying all these nice things about him. She says, but he met my family. Everybody loved him. But after that, it was no more. She said it was Christmas Eve, baby. She trying to get the stockings hung by the chimney with care. So she waiting because, she got them children. So, baby, she waiting to see what's going to go down because they're about to celebrate Christmas together. She gets a phone call. Hello, it's Bello. She's like, what's going on with you? Bello called and told her that he does not see her as his wife or in his future. Well, baby, what he say that for? She said he was just in my bed 2 days prior to that. And again, Dominique, baby, you're 42 years old, honey. So I'm going to speak to you as a peer. The people say you're older, but I'm just going to go on with 42 because that's what you put down. You know damn well just because they're in our beds don't mean they care about us. Plenty of men wanted to bed me, but not a lot of men wanted to love me. Okay, so just because he was in your bed, that does not mean anything. He could be in your bed all damn day and night. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, so I when she said he was in my bed 2 days prior to that, I was like, and? He also was in that lady bed with that baby that he ain't really been seeing and didn't know he had a whole child. He gets somewhere and does things like that. Okay, so that's not anything that was, oh my God, he was in your bed, girl. He must love you. He gets in beds, Dominique. He gets in the bed. She was like, there was no argument between us or nothing. What was it? And so she looked at him and honey, he looking crazy. And I'm like, oh, baby, this is the fool. Bello said the reason why he had to tell her that is because his ex told him that when he saw that things were not going well, he should have said that to her. So his thing was when he was with Dominique, it was like he had blinders on and it was just them. And he realized that the relationship that he and Dominique were having, it really wasn't a pleasant relationship. He really wasn't, his best self. And he realized that he could not have a family and he could not make her a wife. Now, despite what people feel about Dominique, that's nasty. That's nasty. That's cowardly. He said, I realized that I couldn't be with her, so I had to release her. I said, baby, not you had to release her. Okay, so now, y'all, I'm gonna have to get into this then since he had to release her, child. This is a fool. Honey, not him having to release her. We gotta play this.
Look, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, release her. I wish that I never had a phone to call you up. So
What? Baby, not 1, 2, 3, release her. That man said, so I had to release her. Baby, when he said release her, that's the first thing that came to my mind. I have got to get off social media. I need a break. Okay? All I could think of was 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, release them. That's all I could I'm so sorry, Dominique. Girl, you didn't deserve that. You did not deserve that. Dominique said he playing in her damn face. That's what she said. She said he playing in her damn face, and it ain't no reason that he should have been breaking up with her like that. But the real reason is because he's a brokey. Okay, he ain't got no damn money. She said his personal life, his business is in a disarray. He ain't got the finances. He want to support somebody, but he can't support them. And he should have just told her, listen, babe, my money is a little bit funny. And if he would have told her that, she would have said, okay, I'm going to rock with you. I'm going to support you. But he didn't do that. She said, forget the fact that he broke up with me on Christmas Eve. I don't care about that. He could not provide, so he felt inadequate. She said, if he had told me that, then I would have said, okay. But it's one thing to have a conversation, but then 3 weeks later, you don't see me as being a part of your life. So Bello is sitting there looking crazy because, I got this wallet up here. It's empty, Christina. So don't even worry about calling Bello. He ain't got it. Now, the word on the street is that Bello is currently married. Allegedly. Okay, that's what the people saying. So Bello's sitting there looking crazy, and she starts to cry. Baby, she is upset. She's crying, saying that she didn't deserve that. She didn't get to meet his family. And she's like, and you got a girlfriend? So she is hype. Okay, she is breaking down. And like I said, sis, the people say he married. So I wouldn't even waste my tears on him. But the way that you did that, Bello, was very cowardly. She didn't deserve to be dismissed that way. If you saw no future with her, you should have said that from the beginning. Because I think you think she's a good time girl. She's a fun girl. You can roll around with her. The sexual chemistry is there, but you don't see longevity. And that's the thing. I think, and I'm going to call us out, and then it was to be continued. And that was the end of Reunion Part 1. Now, on to the commentary. And I want to say this really quickly. I think that us as women sometimes feel, as long as I'm fine or as long as I'm pretty, why wouldn't he want me? Because the number one thing that we run to when we're in relationship with men is, well, I look better than her. Oh, girl, he fumbled you. You look way better than her. It's not about that. For men, there is something in them that just clicks when they find their one. And for him and Dominique and their dynamic, I just think he saw her as somebody to roll around with and have fun with, but he didn't see her as somebody to continue a relationship with and to actually want to be married to. But you wasted her time, and her cussing you out, it was warranted. Okay? It was all the way warranted. So I'm happy she got it off her chest, and I actually felt sorry for her because I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Being fine ain't enough. You can be fine all day. It doesn't matter. A dog gonna dog if they don't do nothing else. So yeah, let me see what y'all saying, honey. Let me see what y'all saying. If you're a part of the replay gang, then go ahead and comment down below. But we're gonna get into this live chat, and the live chat will still be up for you to see it as you enjoy this from the comfort of wherever you are. All right, over here. Let's see what's going on. TaylorMade said, yeah, it's not about that. It's not. And sometimes we're like, well, I'm fine. I remember I used to say that in high school all the time. I'm fine. I don't know why he did it. It doesn't matter. Girl, you be hollering and you be fussing. Girl, you be hollering and you be fussing. I used to tell them boys off. Do you hear me? I was very argumentative. So, I was given a little bit of a headache. But as a grown woman, you have to be able to admit your faults too, because it's not always all them. So as I look back, it's not about, and you have to mature into that. And I don't think Dominique has matured. And that's another thing too. Because if you're still talking about he was just in my bed 2 days ago, you haven't matured. Girl, they'll get it from anywhere. I can have a man in my bed tonight. I don't want it. That doesn't mean he likes me. That means he, saw an opportunity and he took it. Look at Vince. Vince ain't probably never seen this many women talking to him at once. He don't know what to do. He over there with the meek and mild Nicole, who wants to be chosen so badly, baby. She'll take anybody. She in the back begging. Then he has Donnah, who has an air that she cares about herself and a hint of sophisticated, because I think Donnah looked a little bit hood at times. But then she can also be pulled together when she put her clueless suits on. Okay. Oh, as if I didn't give it very much, clueless. But then you have Lauren, who you would think, again, it goes back to this. You look at Lauren and you think, well, she's so pretty. So I'm sure she knows she's pretty, right? Does she? I have had plenty of people in my life tell me, girl, you're so pretty. Do I know it? Because I allow myself to be mistreated, misused. I would stay longer than I'm wanted. I would go places where I was not wanted because I did not have high self-esteem. And I told y'all I don't think Lauren does either. So that's just that on that. C Perk said, facts, Misha. Hey, C Perk. Maisha said, no, baby, not a girlfriend, a wife. Okay. Let me go on down. Rosie said, and really, we saw that from the beginning that Bello didn't want Dom for the long term. He wants children and someone probably with his same faith. Yeah. And then, what put the nail in the coffin was when he met them parents. Because when he met them parents, I rewatched that episode tonight. They were so rude when he walked through the door. They didn't even speak to him. And he didn't speak to them either. I said, well, this is awkward. But it was crazy because Dominique was like, my parents talked to him. They love him. Girl, your parents didn't even know the man was a Muslim. You told them literally right before he walked in. And they treated him as such. So, yeah, it never was going to work, child. Hey, Jennifer. They'll marry Flavisha. Looks mean nothing. Nothing at all. Yeah, boy. Baby, they'll come and get your clock, delicious. Baby, they don't give a damn, okay? They don't give a damn. They will be with anybody. Come again, 2453 says she introduced him to her family, moved his bags into the retreat room, initiated PDA he was comfortable with. The roles were reversed. Girl, you better say that. And another thing, too, I noticed, and I said this in a review, he never complimented her properly. She was really, when I say, this is the example he was given about speaking to someone in their love language. His love language clearly is not words of affirmation because, baby, he didn't give a damn about all those words she was using. He's so beautiful. He's like a Greek god, and he is this and he is that. And then she said, do I look cute? I mean, yeah, you look cute. You look good. He could give her nothing. But you sitting up here talking about you talk to people in their love language. You know her love language is words of affirmation, right? Okay, so you're sitting here telling Christina you want to speak to her in her love language because you understand you're a fraud. You're a faker. Okay? You're a faker. You say whatever you think sounds good. You really don't live it. You don't know what's going on because the woman that you were with, you were not pouring into her. So what are you talking about? And Dominique, girl, do not be introducing them to your kids, honey. I don't care if your kids are 60. They don't get an introduction. Now look at it. That's probably what hurt even more because she did mention, and we took the kids out to eat. No, Dominique, no, he don't get to meet your kids. Child, please. I wish he would. Christine says she should have known better. Women have to pace themselves and not do more than the man, like meeting the family. Girl, you better say that, Christine. You better speak your speech. Hey, Ren. Hey, y'all. I didn't watch a lick of this season, but I'm just here to support and for the vibes. Well, thank you for coming through. Hey, Shayna. I'm glad the reunion is giving what it's supposed to give. I wasn't predicting this Vince plot twist. Girl, me neither. I did not expect Vince to be the man of the hour. First of all, I didn't even expect Vince to make it very long. I'm just going to keep it real. And I also thought I was going to come here and hear that Devon, we haven't gotten into part 2 yet. I was thinking I was going to come and hear that Devon and what's her name? She looked so pretty on the reunion tonight as well. Mercedes' friend. I cannot remember her name. Honey, the perimenopause is kicking in. I wonder if She and Devon are a thing. But yeah, honey, this is just a mess. Taylor May said Nicole was damn near on her knees for this. Nicole, get up, girl. When she was bent down, please, please, come here, come here. And that man said, get off me. Y'all, I kid y'all not. Those were his words. He said, get off me. I said, I know this man didn't just tell this woman to get off of him. That is so embarrassing. I would have just folded up and burst into a puff of smoke. Tasha Journey said, I didn't realize that Bello had them hips until the flashback. That's just a side note. That's just a side note. Y'all crazy. But that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. I don't know that's real. Lisa Bloom 303 said, I thought Steven was the best choice, but clearly no one else did. Yeah, me too. And he looked so nice and dapper at the reunion. I said, okay, Steven, you and your glasses. Girl, I see you. Okay, let's see. Okay, Be the Light Mimi said, do you think Dom was so caught up with being better than the other ladies that she blindsided herself, that she blinded herself? Yes. And you see how Lauren was sitting up straight, looking directly in their face as she cried about him not having a lick of money and nothing else? I said, girl, you should have let Lauren have him. Lauren want Vince, you should let him have him. Because I think she wanted to win and she felt superior. She got him. And girl, all that glitters is not gold. They say he a shyster, allegedly. Now, I ain't said nothing. I haven't reported on anything Ready to Love. But I still got my ear to the streets. And the people say the money ain't right. And there's a lady that comments under my videos every single week. And she always talks about how Vince is not a good father. She says she lives in Detroit. Her daughter is friends with Vince's daughter. And he does not take care of his kids. Now, that's in the comment section. I didn't personally say this. This is what is in the comment section. And she says it week after week. She ain't changed it. Okay, baby. She said what she said and she ain't changing it. Now, that already had me side-eyeing him. But then when he called this woman out of her name, I was definitely like, nah, you can go. Okay, you can go. Just give me Carde and I'll call it a day. I like Carde too. I think he is so sweet. And I like a man that don't say too much. Honey, let me do my thing. I got this. You say your mashed potatoes cold? I'll let them know. I don't need you to talk too much. Baby, I got us. We see each other. I do enough damn talking for everybody. You don't have to say a word. Just be strapping, okay, in more ways than one, and have the money together. That's it. You ain't got to do all that talking. You really don't. What I really need to understand is, why was Lauren chasing after a man that called her a B? I have no idea. And that's why I understood part of what Donnah was saying, because the self-esteem got to be low, but then they giving out low self-esteem out there because all of them got a hint of it. Ashley, because why would you accept Darius? Why? The only person, and you see, I told y'all, and y'all tried to say, no, Misha, I don't like her. And I was like, I do. Emily. Emily is the only one that has some sense. I told y'all. I said, Emily see straight through them. They ain't playing in her damn face. I can't wait till they speak to Emily, because she said all of them have a hint of lame on them. And she was absolutely right. I told y'all, honey. So I don't like Emily. She got a bad attitude. No, she was just keeping it real. The men will play in your face. Should have dug deep. Let that be a teachable moment. Had you dug deep, you would have dug out the lint in them pockets. Girl, what kind of comment? What? Wait a minute. Not me finna get ready to read a real comment, and all of a sudden you come talk about you would have dug out the lint in the pockets. Oh, y'all crazy. Okay, so let me go back. Let that be. Wait a minute. Baby, I'll give my whole life. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let that be a teachable moment. Had you dug deep, you would have dug the lint out them pockets in the non-existent co-parenting schedule. Okay? Sitting up there talking about some, I don't dig deep. I don't care nothing about that. You used to make me laugh. Baby, we're not in the 6th grade. I don't give a damn about laughing. And I'm the goofiest person I know. Like, no, we're going to have to be for real with this. Talking about some, I ain't going to dig deep. Child, please. Calissa Mack said, someone online has the theory that Lauren could not really believe that Vince didn't want her, so she was proven I'm wrong, like an ego thing. You think so? It could be a little bit of that, but I know it's majority of the self-esteem. Because the way she was in the back when it was revealed that Nicole was talking to Vince, did y'all see her look at Vince and go, Vince, really? I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Vince never once spoke to Lauren. He ran straight to Donnah. I was like, this is just embarrassing. And then when he was talking to Nicole and Nicole in the back begging, she's sitting over there within earshot watching Nicole beg him. Then she got in that mini confessional and said again, I just want to wish them the best. And I hope that they care about each other and themselves. We don't give a damn about them, Lauren. We don't care. We don't care if they're happy. We don't. I don't wish them nothing. I ain't never said that lie. I am not the person that's going to sit up and be like, I wish my ex well. I don't give a damn about him. I don't wish anything. I don't wish good. I don't wish bad. I wish I never met him. That's what I wish. If I had one wish, it would be that I never met him. I don't play those fake, I'm happy for you games. I don't do that. Girl, leave them people alone and stop looking at them. Honey, please stop looking at them people. Dawn was being mean to the other women and Bello got her on our color television crying and looking crazy. Girl, why that's the first thing came to my mind? You was doing all that meanness to Lauren and look at it. A fool. Girl, you should just you should have allowed him to explore his other options so you could have really seen what type of guy he is. We know he doesn't make wise choices because if he did, he would not have a baby in Miami that he's just starting to care for if he's caring for the child. Because we don't really know. Because the way he sat up in Ashante's mama's face talking about some it's new. Ashante mama said it's new. She 14 months. What you mean it's new? Yeah, I just found out, so it's new. I was like, oh, he got a little attitude. Baby, don't have a little attitude. You're the one with a brand new child. Like, boy, anyway, you ain't got no schedule, ain't sending no money. Boy, bye. I think Lauren was trying to say Nicole deserved the comments Donnah had for her. Very girl, I guess, and this is pitiful. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. I can see that. I guess Lauren got the last laugh after all, Dominique. Ooh. I feel bad for her. She didn't deserve that. Listen, you go on here, you choose who you choose, and they choose you back, and you're thinking that this is going to be something. For him to just lay down and then abruptly get up and think about it the next day, you know what? I'm tired of laying down with her. This ain't gonna work. I feel so bad for her. But girl, don't be introducing nobody to your kids. Nobody. When I say nobody, I do mean nobody. Hell, even after you married a person, still wait 6 more months. They got to stay at their house. Don't even bring the kids to the wedding. Baby, I'm so scared of hurting the children. I don't give a damn. I can bounce back. But if somebody hurts my baby, oh, baby, it's on. That's why I have not had one man around my child. Not one. He cannot say that he has ever met a man and they were attached to me. Absolutely not. Because you just never know. You just never know. Let's see. I so agree how irresponsible. That's ridiculous. I didn't feel bad for Dominique. She manifested that betrayal. You think so, Unique Journey? Baby, you say, I don't give a damn. Baby, Unique Journey said, I don't care nobody. I don't care about her feeling bad. Tasha Journey said, Dom, how the heck was you bringing him around your kids and you didn't meet any of his family? That's so dumb. Thank you for pointing that out because I forgot to mention that. He already had been to your house during filming. She was doing too much. Girl, making his favorite meals, rubbing his feet, probably clipping his toenails, rubbing his back, putting money in his bank account. He needed $40. Child, this is a mess. Okay, let's go up here. What argumentative game is Vince saying to these women? Girl, that's what I want to know. Because it doesn't give charm. And did he be smiling with the Mr. Rogers sweaters on? I don't. Let me think of what they could be seeing. Nothing. Okay, I got absolutely nothing. Yep, nothing at all. Hey, Landaloo. The dating pool got a little bit of pee in it. If Vince was the prize, a little bit of pee. Girl, it's giving straight UTI. I ain't no damn little bit of pee. It's got piss. Honey, Do you think Don was so caught up? I already read that one. Let me go up. When Bello criticized Dominique's oxtails to the nation, I knew something was wrong with their relationship. Did he? I thought he said they were good. Oh, that might have been Devon. He damn near broke his teeth off on the fork. Did he say something about her oxtails? What'd he say? Remind me what he said. Hey, her flying is 79. He probably just wanted to conquer a baddie to check it off his list. Some dudes are like that, unfortunately. Girl. If that ain't a word. They just want to conquer you and then move on. And I feel like Bello has had nice looking women before, don't get me wrong, but she's an ex-basketball wife. So that could have been part of the allure as well. He had them big old black Herman the Monster shoes on at that damn reveal when they went to go meet each other to choose each other. I would have walked away then. Not them big roach stompers. No, thank you. So it took me some time. Maybe the way I would have walked on my own, they would have been like, Misha, come back. It's this way. And I don't want the big ass roach stompers. I don't like his shoes. Misha, that's not what this is about. You said you chose him. You have to come back and tell him. And I would have stood right up next to him. You know what? I thought you were the wind beneath my wings, but I'm going to be a part of the He-Man Woman Haters Club. I don't like them big ass shoes. I got to go. I choose me. Y'all play the music. I'm walking off. Baby, I would have walked right on away. Hey, Minx the cutie. That is such a pretty picture. That karma was real. Thank you for the super chat. That karma was real for Dominique, period. Her behavior this season was appalling. It's always one who think they queen bee every season. Now that I can't disagree with you on that. It is always one. Sunshine73308 said Donnah should have known when Vince said, we'll see where it goes. No, you know what she should have known, Sunshine? When she had to tell him to hold her hand. Y'all go back to when they was in the woods and they were getting ready to walk off. She said, hold my hand. He said, I'm about to. I'm trying. How are you trying to hold her hand? What are you talking about? I forgot to mention that on the review, but I already knew, but I further knew when he did not reach to hold her hand. They didn't even kiss. I don't know what they was doing. Donnah, you just wasting time, girl. That was crazy. That was really, really crazy. I think Vince makes sense on paper, but in person, I wouldn't be able to make it past the first date. Does he make sense on paper? What do you got going on paper? Because I don't know if the paper copy or the real life copy is doing anything. I just don't know. He didn't even kiss her. I said, what is this? Ashanti ain't like them shoes or that fur. That's why she chose no one. Girl, you heard what she said to... What she said to Darius. She said, and what kind of animal is this? I said, that damn Ashanti. Ashanti, please. Okay. Girl got me hollering. Hey, here for it. 2347. Bello wants a Malibu 25-year-old Muslim who was brought up to obey her husband. I think you're right. Isn't he married now? Allegedly. Girl, that's what the streets is saying, okay? I'm just saying, let me put my banner up. Okay, let me put my banner up right quick. Welcome to the Opinionated Channel. All views expressed are opinions and alleged. If you would like to support my channel, please Cash App $Misha I am 01. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Girl, yeah, so that's what I heard. Okay. Perhaps to the girlfriend Don was talking about, that's what I was thinking. I said, oh, that's the one he married. And they go ahead and get married quick after they dismiss you. You done been sticking around for 45 years. Then 5 weeks later, they already married. Now, what kind of stuff is this? See, child, that's crazy. That is crazy. I believe Vince is a retired cop. Oh, is he? No, that's even more of a reason for it to be a no. Cops and military. No, 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 and no. I'm telling you what I know. I don't care if it's a needle in a haystack and one of them is nice and you seen one of them and they've been married for 45 years and he would never and they would never. No. Okay, I'm telling cops and military. No, ma'am. I'm telling you from experience. It's a no. I had a cop, child. This is a story time. It's not really a story time. I had a cop that I had met randomly, at a gas station one time. And he was like talking to me and really want to do this and really want to do that and really want to take me out on dates and all this other kind of stuff. And I declined the offer, right? Because I really just didn't want to be bothered. Why this man ran my plates and showed up to my house? Them cops are unhinged, allegedly. He ran my plates and showed up to my address. Talking about he want to take me out on a date. That was the scariest thing I had ever experienced in my life. I'm like, what? And then he was like, oh, don't make me take you to jail. He was like making little jokes like that. If you don't go out on a date with me, I'll put out a warrant for you. I don't like that. That's not cute. That's not funny. Like, I ain't trying to go to child. Hell no. Okay. And then if I call 911, he is 911. No, I'm sorry. It's a no. Mm-mm. Oh my gosh, now running the plates and came to girl, ran my plates. And I didn't even know because it was days later. You know, you're just talking and I politely declined and he said he understood. And he was like, oh, okay, well, okay, hopefully I'll see you around because I'll be doing this area. I'm like, okay, you know, child, I had just came out from going somewhere with my girls. This is when I was in my early 20s. And I was like, okay, you know, just laughing and grinning, got my gas. And it was late at night too. This when I used to go outside and I didn't have a care in the world. So it was like probably about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. He was like, I just be out here and da-da-da. And I said, oh, okay, well, that's nice. 3 days later, open up, it's the police. I was like, what the hell going on? Baby, he done came to my damn house. I was so scared. Oh, I was so scared, honey. Hell no. And I can't, baby. I can't even begin to tell y'all all the stories about the military men. I done been there 3 times. I don't even know what I be thinking about. But see, that's why you got to listen to people when they be trying to tell you. Okay, I'm just saying. Songbird ATL said, yes, I heard Vince give an interview and he said he was a retired police officer. That explains a lot about him. It really does. I don't like it, baby. I don't like it. Mika D98 said, I talked to a cop. We weren't aligned, but he wasn't unhinged. Girl, you found a good one. Lisa Bloom said, I date an Illinois state trooper, and he was the craziest person I've ever dated. Unhinged and unstable. He wanted to get married. I broke up with him and blocked him. He was nuts. They deal with so much that it's just, I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. I just could never. No, thank you. No, thank you. KJ said, I experienced the exact same thing from a cop. They are crazy. Yeah, and then, baby, that military will do you one. Okay, they will take you through that. Adrian, this is such a pretty picture. I hope they all got checked by a gynecologist the way Vince was dipping and doing it. Okay, they just giving it eye. And he just taking them through there. Absolutely not. Poor Nicole, she couldn't wait to tell people she got physical. Let's get physical. Baby Nicole said, we got physically close like a few weeks ago. Nicole, you just want to say that out loud, child. After Donnah heard physical, she said, let me walk off, honey. Let me go ahead and walk off because they playing in my face. So she was like, I done had enough. Tiff Reed said, I went to college with Vince. He was genuinely a cool, funny guy, casually and really considerate over time afterwards. I haven't dated him, so I can't speak on him romantically. I mean, he seems like he could be a fun guy to just like, you know, talk to in passing, but like trying to date him? Absolutely not. He was sure get on my nerves. I would be like, Vince, please leave me alone. Shop. Is that Vince on the phone? Tell him I ain't him. Baby, I'll be talking like I'm on a landline. He's calling your direct line. Yeah, tell him I'm not home. This is a cell phone. Yeah, tell him I left the cell phone at home and I'm not at the house that the cell phone is at. Child, please tell him don't call me no more. Nicole is a bit unhinged. Yeah, but see, when I said that, the people didn't want to hear it. Okay, Adelaide, the maid, they didn't want to hear it. I said, something's wrong with Nicole. She gonna show up at your doorstep. I told them. They was like, you're being too hard on her, Misha. No, I'm not. Something is not right. Something is quite wrong. Like, but whatever, child. I ain't got time. If y'all gonna go with it, then child, we'll just go with it then. Hey, Sheila. Now Nicole probably, girl, she don't feel like no fool. Baby, Nicole thinks she won because he gave her a hug, even though he told her to get off of him. Still to this day, she probably calling him in. And you know what? It's sad because she will accept the scraps, and, you know, whenever he decides to call her. And I really don't like that for her because she does have a lot to offer. So I hope, Nicole, if you're listening to this, it is 2026. This was in 2024 when y'all shot this. I hope you ain't still talking to Vince in any capacity. If you want to be friends with him, cool. Don't sleep with him. Don't expect dates. Don't go to his house. Don't cook him dinner. Don't do any of that. Please. Nicole is delayed or something. She's not all there. I think she's green and she really wants someone. She wants her person. I think she probably buried her head in the books and she's so smart. She has all of the book smarts she could ever use. And now she wants the personal side of things. You know, she's handled all the professional and now she wants her person. And that's fine. You know, everybody deserves to be loved. I just want her to slow down and actually stop and think about what it is that she's doing. I don't think she has that much experience when it comes to relationships. She felt kind of bad, outing Vince, but he needed to be outed. Don't allow him to sit up here and lie to all these women. Say it. Hey, he was dealing with me. He been dealing with you. He been dealing with Donnah. Say it. Just tell him. Child, please. I wish I would. GC Chair 7634 said, I'm a retired Leo and have How you a retired Leo? I'm a retired Leo and have dated several cops. I had 3 TROs, but not from the cops. Really? Girl, how you get one? I need to try to get me a TRO. They won't give me one. Taylor Made 9748 said, yeah, I would have a blast with Vince too. Gal, she did. I would have blasted out Vince too. Gal, she did that. I'm glad she did it too. I think you mean glad she did that. I'm glad she did too. Because everybody needed to know. Every season, this show gets worse. Time to cancel it and retire Tommy. Yeah, I think Tommy was actually kind of being a little bit more active this reunion, I noticed. Because when Vince did that to Donnah, he said, I want you to give her an apology. He's saying, I've given Donnah several apologies. Well, we want to hear it. The same way that she's been embarrassed on this stage, I want to hear you apologize on this stage. Like, he was getting on my nerves. Like, sir, we want to hear it. Don't nobody care nothing about nothing else. Jamaican Me Crazy said, they all look like bootleg celebrities to me. Darius is a Steve Stefan Urkel pimp version. Donnah is a younger Faith Evans. Girl, Donnah is a younger Faith Evans. Especially when she had that dress on tonight. Girl, you ain't never lied. Devon is a bootleg judgment. A crackhead. All of y'all crackheads. Baby, y'all know Judge Mathis gonna call you a crackhead if he don't do nothing else. Carde is a Drake and throwback Prince with an afro. Look, you done broke them all down. Do you hear me? That's definitely giving Judge Mathis a little bit. That's giving Judge Mathis tease. Listen, I know y'all gonna skedaddle as soon as I say this, so let me hear it and say it. There are 866 of you on this live. Please like the live for me. Okay? Can we try to get it to at least 500? I knew that was gonna happen. As soon as I said like the live, people start leaving. Y'all stop doing that. Why y'all be doing that? As soon as somebody mentioned liking the live, you dip out. Her Flyness 79 said maybe she took the wrong advice. She needs a real friend to sit her down and speak the real to her. She can call me. She might not like it when I get done, but I'm gonna be kind yet firm. Cause girl, we need to get this together. Okay. Sunshine said, it was never Donnah. They had no chemistry. Girl, none. I didn't see it to begin with. She should have been left the show too. I thought she didn't get a plant. That would have been enough for me. She didn't get a plant from Steven. It wasn't Vince. It was Steven. But yeah, I just didn't. I never saw it. It never gave. Okay. It never gave. Yes. Thank you, Gigi. You look so pretty on this picture. Yes, y'all, please like the live. Like it. Like it. Like it. Y'all like the live. Wander with Ara said, we spend a lot of time talking about the make loneliness epidemic, but seeing the way desperate women move, the loneliness epidemic got to be hitting us too. You ain't never lied, because they are talking about all the men who aren't lonely enough. And it's true, but not for me. I don't care. I love my own company. I feel like I have capped out, honey. I'm good. I just want to travel the world and have a bank account with a whole lot of zeros. Other than that, I don't really care. I don't want no man looking at me. Please leave me alone. I have never gotten anything good out of it. I am good. The amount of peace I have not worrying about somebody's ashy elbowed ass son cheating on me has made my hair grow back in the middle. I can't do it. I just can't do it, honey. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Nothing like getting embarrassed on TV by me. Ain't nothing like it. Oh, child. Poor baby. Art by Nunya said, why does it seem like majority of the men on this season were not ready to love? Shaking my head. Some were also emotionally unavailable. I think Ed was more than emotionally unavailable, baby. I don't even think he was in this world. He was not saying a thing. I rewatched the Ready to Love reunion like one more time before I started the live, and to make sure I had all my notes and everything. Yeah, watched it again. Ed was just blank. I was like, dang, Ed, are you going to say anything? And a lot of them I feel like came to play. Now, for real, I feel like Darius came to be on here because he a Tubi actor. And whatever, child, this is his next role. And he got his little stipend and went on about his business. People saying his name, so that's all he need. Then you have what's his man's name? Vince. And I know he has a podcast or something, honey. Ain't no telling what's going on. They found him and he was like, I'll just go over there and do whatever. And clearly he's doing whatever. Carde, doesn't talk much. I guess he said, I'm gonna give it a go, see what shakes, but nothing shook because he never opens his damn mouth. But he seems like he could be an okay guy. Then you have Steven, who Steven has a social media following, but his personality really didn't shine on the show. Some people are better when they're in their little bubble. Steven didn't do much, and I feel like he could have been a catch for somebody, but then towards the end, he started feeling like, I'm just going to say this to everybody. He told Donnah he wanted her to have his last name. Then he went over here with Lauren talking about he could see her in his house. And I don't know, Steven was giving weird towards the end. So I was like, okay, you can go. Then you have Devon, who I think is accomplished professionally, but I don't know, a little part of him lacks a little self-esteem as well. And it's like sometimes I can see, why the ladies would like Devon. And then other times I'm like, Devon, brush that head. Get a brush and brush that head. Like, I don't get to a real barber and quit playing in that bathroom by yourself, honey. Everybody shouldn't cut their own hair. Then you have Bello. I feel like he's just a scammer and a shyster. So there's that. And the rest of them, they just don't give nothing. Like, I don't even understand. Hey, V Life said, I thought Steven and Ashante were going to hit it off. I thought so too. I thought they were going to be like a really cute couple, especially when they went on that painting date. But then nothing came of it. I don't know. I discovered I'd been following Steven on TikTok for a minute. Yep. He has a really nice following. So I'm thinking that's just, where it is, where it ends and starts and stops for him. Because on the show, he fell flat. And I'm just wondering, like, why? I don't know. I don't understand why. New sub telling him to brush has me crying over here. Welcome to the Opinionated Foolishness. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. I really do. KCville42788 said, I wonder if the guys applied for the show or were approached by production. Production convincing the men to come on the show is the new norm on dating shows. Yeah, they say they be following in your DMs and whatnot. Now, a producer started to follow me, I think it was last year or a year before that, for NBC. And it was very strange because I'm just like, what you want with me? What y'all cooking over there? But nothing ever came of it, but I just still thought it was strange. And I'm like, did I say something about one of their shows? Honey, you just never know. Because, Bravo is mixed in with NBC Universal. You just don't know who's who and what's what. But yeah, I thought it was strange. So I do know that sometimes producers just see if you have a social media following, see what it is that you have going on, who are people talking about, and they find you through word of mouth or somebody suggests you, and then they approach you. So maybe that could have happened. I think production reached out to most of the men. Yeah, but I'm wondering why do you keep setting these women up? Y'all can't reach out to nobody of some substance? Like, please, let's be so for real. Oh my God, today. Okay, I already read that one. Let me go up. Hey, Shekinah. Let me just go up. Let me go up. Beauty and Brains 86 said, oh, I didn't know that's what Leo is either. Wait a minute. What does Leo mean? You ain't talking about the sign? Okay, that's how, baby, Judge Mathis will say it in a minute. I smell a little crack in you. Judge Mathis think everybody a crackhead. Hey, Toya C. How is Vince getting all these ladies? We don't know. The world may never know. I'm completely stumped. I was not expecting this. My mouth was wide open. And I'm glad I started my live at 9:30 because I needed a moment to compose myself. Baby, I was in the middle of writing them notes. The way I screamed out and just paused, I said, baby, not Nicole too. I really was not expecting Donnah to mention Lauren. That was the first moment where I said, okay, what's happening? Then when Nicole came out and she mentioned Vince, I think by that time, Donnah was just over it. She said, I can't take it no more. I have got to walk off. I said, I don't blame you. I really don't. Because at this point, he's just playing in your face. And it's one thing if y'all said y'all were not going to be exclusive and he's going to date other people. Okay, cool. But he's just continuously doing stuff that he knows is going to upset you. And he's not even explaining himself properly. That was when I didn't talk to Donnah. But we just had sex. Yes, that's when I did talk to Donnah. I mean, no. Donnah don't be talking to me. Like, what are you talking about, Vince? What are you saying? Then when Nicole was speaking her speech, he was like, that's so ridiculous. That's not cool. No, it's not cool that you're getting caught up. And it was so funny to me when he didn't realize that Nicole was speaking about him. He thought he was going to be able to keep it a secret. Up there hiding that lady out in the open like that. That's crazy. Keisha, thank you for the super chat. Hey, just finished watching Nicole Desperate. I'm so sad for her. Baby, desperate as the day is long. A complete pick me, please. I don't understand it. Probably was like, I'm finna block her. So she went over here and got Vince. I don't understand. Hey, Justice 1980. I watched an interview with Vince. He thinks he's a hero and smarter than everyone. Girl, you ain't got to tell me. I already knew the people. The people was acting like I was crazy. But actually, he has the biggest high school mentality, F-boy, using big words. I'm going to leave this up here for a minute. I'm going to leave this up here for a minute. Because the people thought I was coming down hard on him. Like, I at some points, don't get me wrong, he did make a point sometimes. But there was a level of immaturity that was really shining through when his brother came on there. I was like, okay, it's two of y'all. And I didn't like the way that brother treated Lauren. I did not like that. So a person put in the comments, several of you put in the comments actually, that you feel like they treated Lauren like that because he told them about how Lauren's friends treated him. So, you know, it probably was like a whole tit for tat thing. And I think that that's true. Thinking back on it. When I look back on that episode, I'm like, you know what? You might be right. Nicole fears rejection bad. She does. She'd rather be comforted by physical touch than accept reality. Something hurt her bad before. And you know what? I don't know if anything hurt her bad before. I just think that she hasn't had that before. You know what I'm saying? You know how when you finally get something, you don't want to let it go? Because my first few boyfriends, baby, I was like, no, why we got to break up? I love you. I didn't know any better. Okay, I was just starting, baby. The rest of them came along. I was like, you say you don't want to do what? Okay, bye. Let me hang this damn phone up and go outside. Boy, bye. You say you don't want to be bothered? Okay, cool. I stopped wanting to be bothered last Thursday. I'm glad you finally said it. Bye. But when I first started to experience dating, it was hard to let go because I had never experienced such a thing. Then you start falling in love because they be putting it down, and it's just a lot. And you just feel like, okay, this is something I don't want to let go of. So I don't know if she's personally been hurt, but I just think she wants to hold on to it. Yeah, I tried to defend Nicole for a while, but my soror needs some serious clinical intervention. Not even trying to be rude. She needs a big sister. I don't know if she has one, but she needs somebody to tell her the real for real. Because that's the thing about Nicole. I feel like she will listen. Because she seems like the type that will take in what you have to say if you can explain it to her in a way that makes sense. But this right here tonight, begging that man and holding on to him and hugging him, and then he said, get off me. That's crazy. That is crazy. Ain't no damn way. That's even worse and aligns with him wanting a constant upper hand and power in the relationship. Vince is crazy. Okay, nuts. Do you hear me? Nicole has low to no self-esteem. The way she was so willing to reach out to that old Vince is crazy. It's like she's groveling for attention and affection from these men. She never bounced back from being eliminated. Never. And I thought this was going to be the case with her coming back talking to Ed. But she did say, I kept reaching out to him and I kept trying to talk to him and he's, wasn't responding like I thought. So I just let it go. Why did you keep reaching out to him? Why? And then how did you get back over there with Vince? Because I don't remember. Did Vince and Nicole have a connection? I don't remember that. I really don't. I don't remember Vince and Nicole. Really, I don't remember nothing about this season. It was not memorable. The reunion kind of jogged my memory a little bit because when Tommy said Diamond will not be here tonight, I'm like, who the hell is Diamond? I had to think about it. Diamond was the one in that dress, honey, that was talking to that man. And she was like, take my number. And he just looked at her. That's Diamond. But when he initially said it, I said, now who is Diamond? Child, y'all just saying any old thing, child. Ed isn't even all that ill. Okay. And he just sitting up there with his legs crossed and looking like he done been sedated. I'm like, sir, are you with us? Okay. Are you present? Like, what is wrong with you? I forgot Diamond too. Girl, I know who he was talking about. I said, Diamond? No, who the hell is that? Being a pageant girl, this goes way back in her history of being rejected. Oh. Okay, that's a point. That's a point. That's a point. Okay, let me see. A therapist said Vince may be on the spectrum. I don't know, so I can't diagnose him, but it wouldn't be too far-fetched. You never know. I appreciated her transparency, though. Yeah, I did too. I'm glad she told on Vince. I'm sure Ed was relieved when Nicole left him alone. Baby, he was grinning from ear to ear when he found out she was messing with Vince. I said, oh, he's so damn happy. He was so happy that she was not bothering him. Like, okay, thank you. Thank you for leaving me alone. Misha, Nicole is the nerdy undercover freak in high school and college. She wants guys to like her and they mess with her on the low and ignore her on campus. Boom. Boom. That's exactly what it is, honey. Round of applause. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what, and that's sad. Okay, like that's sad. Let me see. Let me see. Vince had a bad car accident and may have had a traumatic brain injury. Did he? They talked about that on the show. Because I haven't seen any interviews that they've done. I haven't seen them talk to anyone. Normally, during a season of Ready to Love, you know, they do their interviews and things, and I'll go and check it out and see what they're saying. I haven't seen this cast do any interviews, or maybe I missed it. Ed's sitting up there like Ned the Winer from Good Times. It's so funny you mentioned that. I love me some Good Times. Baby, I'm going to watch Good Times every Saturday morning if I don't do nothing else with my hot tea. Baby, I'm an old lady. My son think Ned the Wino is so funny. He was in one episode, then my son started looking for him every time. Mama, where's Ned the Wino? Boy, don't be coming in here looking for Ned. He's not a recurring character. You just hear his name, but you don't see him. Oh, baby, I love me some Good Times. Just y'all say anything. Justice 1980 said, this was tragically such an accurate illustration of the dating scene. Men playing and women, beautiful women, settling. I mean, it's the truth. It is definitely the truth. And I just wish that we could have matches. We just want the same thing that we give in return. That's it. And what's so sad is that all the women were vying for one man, I guess, that they thought was the best of the litter that they had to choose from. I mean, because you couldn't get Bello. Dominique was over there with him. I don't know what was wrong with Steven, but I hope we find out in part 2, because nobody seemed to be checking for Steven. Like nobody. Then you have Carde, who they liked because Carde is funny. He's personable, but he don't talk worth a damn. Like he doesn't say anything. So there's that. He's a very handsome man, but he never speaks. Then you have Devon. No, thank you. Who else was there? Ed, child. He dead inside. Then you have, who is the other man? Who are the other men? That's it. Let me think. Bello. Oh, Darius. Child. Now, who on him besides Ashley? And I could tell him and Ashley ain't talking to each other. The way she was frowned up, she had an attitude. I said, I don't know what's going on with Ashley and Darius, but it ain't good. Steven was a square to them. You think that's what it was? I don't know. It's something. And there we go. I was wondering why my banners look like that. Okay, I fixed it. Yeah, I think so. Brittany said, dang, how late am I? Girl, you real late. We've been on here for 1 hour and 22 minutes. We about to wrap this up in a few minutes anyway, at 1 hour and 30-minute mark, because I have to be up early in the morning. Okay, but hey, Brittany. Sophia says, so basically no connections. None. I mean, but we knew it. We knew it. The season was lackluster. It moved really fast. I appreciated the pace, but at the same time, they got it wrong yet again. Okay, so I'm going to ask y'all a question. If you had to choose between Philly and Detroit, which season resonated with you the most? Which season did you enjoy the most? Put a 1 in the chat for Philly and put a 2 in the chat for Detroit. I enjoy Philly better, but that's just me. Let me see what y'all talking about. 1 in the chat for Philly and a 2 for Detroit. You can't choose neither one. You can't choose neither one because you got to choose. It's something about one of them that you'll say, okay, I'll watch this one over that one. 1 or 2. Okay, so I see a lot of people saying Detroit. Philly was terrible. People connecting, no connections. I feel like Philly was more real. They did take that long break, but neither one. Let's see. 2, 2, 2. I see a lot of 2s. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Philly was a snooze fest for me. Number 1, Philly, even though they got on my nerves too. The Philly men were fine, but broke. True. Honestly, I barely remember Philly now. Let's see. Lisa said, I do enjoy watching Ready to Love. Unfortunately, it could be a fair representation of the dating scene. It definitely is. That's what's going on. I didn't like that Philly took that break, but I like their cast better. Yeah, it's some kind. I connected to their cast more. I don't know what it was, but it just seems like this cast was more of a cast of actors or something. Their season seemed like more real people that you would just see, even their style of dress, the way that they carried themselves. It's like, this is definitely a person that just want to be dating somebody, and you might see them out and give them your number, and then y'all start dating. It just felt like Detroit was more, it was more produced. They had the car cams for a second, which I thought was going to lead us into something good, but it didn't. And then there were only group dates. You know what I miss? Y'all remember the days when Houston and Atlanta were the cities for Ready to Love? Remember when Kyra went on that beautiful date? And I forgot the guy's name. He had the rose petals laid out and he played the piano for Kyra. That was a grown-up date. They were planning real dates. I do not know what happened. I don't know if the budget got funny or what. And also, AJ, thank you. AJ, that's who it was. They were going on grown people dates. I'm not sure what's going on. Why are we seeing them only in group settings? I don't want to be like, so in the next scene, there was Dom, Bello, Eenie, Meanie, Miney, and Mo, and they all went on a date to paint. And so Eenie was talking to Meanie, and then Miney was talking to Dom, and Dom was talking to Bello, and Bello was talking to the instructor, and the instructor told Bello, and then I told her. I hate reviewing shows like that. I don't even like group interviews. Baby, if you can't interview me one-on-one, I don't need the job. Honey, I'm good. I don't like that, child. I want to see one-on-one dates. Show me what I have to look forward to. Make me feel like, oh, I might want to go on a date. These shows are supposed to evoke an emotion. Now we're just watching just to watch because it's familiar. It's a routine. I know that this is going to come on eventually. So it's a new season. So let's all watch so we can all complain about I don't want that. I want to actually see a season where I'm like, damn, I want to put on a little black dress and go on a date. Oh, I like him. He treats her like this. And I don't want to just look at it and then at the end be like, okay, we made it to the bridge. Y'all made it to the end. Congratulations. I just wish one season we would have a real set of couples. Okay, because it used to be so good. In some kind of way, they've lost the plot. And another thing too. So y'all know Camille and Cornelius, who had the Ready to Love wedding at the beginning of the Philly season. Y'all remember them? So child, I'm just minding my black on business, but not really. And then somebody sends to me that the two of them are no longer a couple. And I'm just like, oh man, they got married. So baby, I'm reading the caption. Camille talking about we never really made it official. Ma'am, y'all had a whole makeshift wedding on TV and it wasn't real? What you mean? Were y'all even engaged? I don't see. This is what I'm talking about. Needless to say, I think they did have a real relationship. Don't get me wrong. But I think that all that extra was just fluff. And I'm like looking at them sideways about that, because why in the world were y'all not official? So yeah, they're no longer together. They've gone their separate ways. Camille seems happy and she seems content with the decision. I don't know what Cornelius got going on because she's the one that posted about it. I didn't go to look for him. But yeah, they ain't even together no more, child. Joy and Clifton are still married, still together. They don't have any babies, but they are still together. And you know what? I went back and looked at my reviews from that season. Why somebody in the comment section said that Joy and Clifton came in already as a couple? I don't know how true that is, but thinking back to that season, it's giving that. It's giving that. That's what it's giving. The first few seasons were really good because there were so few red flags. It was more about compatibility as opposed to the possibility of a Bello, Vince, Darius situation. I miss the adult POV. And they had careers. Like one was an attorney. I'm talking about the men too, not just the women, because the women gonna come in with, you're gonna get an attorney, a flight attendant, and something else when you look at Ready to Love, if it's, for the women. But these men actually had real careers. Now they making up stuff. What they called that boy? A developmental liaison or something? What was he? The one that ain't had no shirt and no job and nowhere to live and nothing else. And he went and got that nurse and esthetist, knowing damn well he didn't have two pennies to rub together, and then married a woman who didn't know no better. What was his name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Cisco. They will make up a job title in a minute. Okay. Sure. If I went on there, because I do my YouTube, honey, let me see what I would call myself. I would call myself a communications connoisseur. Girl, you got a YouTube channel. Well, and didn't nobody ask me that. You asked me for a fancy word to say that I talk on this damn here YouTube. I'm a communications connoisseur. Now everybody looking up my salary. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It's crazy. Child, please. Reva and Mario broke up, and the way that Mario did Tondi, I ain't gonna never forgive him for that. Baby, he was wrong for that. I'm surprised him and Reva lasted as long as they did. Now, last time I checked, they were still together. When they broke up? Because I just checked last year and it seemed like they were still together, but I was about to say, I don't remember Cisco, but he was the sweaty one. Girl, yeah, always walking to and fro. Walking wherever he had to go to that bus stop. Someone said the show makes the jobs up. Well, they need to stop that. Because they had us looking up liaisons and his picture popped up. Remember? Ready to Love must be stopped. Baby, we looked up that damn liaison and Cisco was standing up there sweating. I said, this is crazy. Hey, Janera, justice for Tondi. Finally got married, then her husband. I know, girl. Oh, my God. I said, poor Tondi. I have been following her since then. She just can't catch a break. She really cannot. Sunshine said they had two different titles for Ashley. Baby, it was going in and out. Because they be making up stuff. Sweaty walking from the bus. Girl, yeah, walking from that damn bus stop. Got that pass, hoping he don't crease it in his pocket. Because, you can't put that pass in there if that pass creased. You got to make sure that pass ain't creased up. The machine ain't going to take it. It's like $1 bill when you go to the arcade. If that pass is creased up, you ain't getting in. I'm just saying. Not Joelle. Joelle. Y'all remember? Vernisha finally found her man, honey. They married, child. And she having herself a good time over there. Do you hear me? Yes. Hey, J-Dub, the Mushroom Rise ambassador. Yes, child. Over there talking like he. And then the crazy thing about that Rise commercial is that it's another young man. Just because Cisco got that damn gray hair. He's talking about my dad takes Rise. They gonna pan over to Cisco. I said, now how the hell that's your daddy and y'all the same age? Boy, bye. Brandy and Mike, at least we got a Ready to Love baby out the deal. I'm so pissed that Brandy got pregnant by Mike. Oh, I was mad. Because she was just so pretty and so fine. And she went over there and let Mike give her a baby. I was so disappointed. Babies are a blessing, but I just didn't want it with Mike. Like, why? Yeah, Danielle. Yes, they had a baby. They sure did. Yeah, Vernisha is married. And you know what? He looked like Cisco. Gray hair and all. They look just alike. Now that I think about it. Sure do. Vern got a new man and he's fine. Good for her. Yeah, baby, she got her a new man, honey. She just had posted something about how they were out to dinner and she walked up behind him, and he didn't know she was on her way into the restaurant or whatever. And she started saying something about she loved the scent of her man and this and this. And I'm like, oh, okay, girl. I guess you ain't got to go back on them shows looking for love, honey. You know who I wonder what's going on with them? The one who, not Zadia. Child, please let Zadia rest, child. Because they're going to put her on the show if they don't do nothing else. The other one that was in there with her, is it Sharice? I wonder what she got going on. That's what I'm wondering. I don't know. People are saying different things. She said, where's Joel? People are saying different things about him. Now, somebody said he had passed away. Okay. And then we debunked that rumor. Then, he be rapping on the streets of New Orleans. So I don't know, honey. I don't know. He might be on Bourbon. He might be on Bourbon Street. I don't know. Girl, I don't know where he at. I don't know where he at. He's somewhere. I ain't synced them since. Hey, Belicious. We miss you over there on Patreon. Girl, what? From the first season they had a baby? No, not the first season. From the Miami season. Remember they was in that little triangle with the other girl? It was Brandy, Mike, and... Baby, that perimenopause is just taking my whole left side of my brain. I can't remember the other girl's name. But yeah. What? Janera says Sharice got a man too. The girl keeps a man. I'm not mad. Oh, let me go over there and check it out. I need to look at it. I love me some Joel. Laugh out loud. Don't judge me. Oh, he was fine. But when he got to rapping that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm gonna get some sticks. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear your rap. Keep your Dr. Seussical, the musical, to yourself. Stay silent and just let me look at you. You heard me? Other than that, I don't want to do all that. No, not Ashley from Atlanta. Baby, Ashley from Atlanta still going on these podcasts, honey, talking loud. She ain't doing nothing. She ain't got no man yet. Oh, I need to update my card. I'll be back real soon. Yeah, I thought about you the other day. I said, where's Belicious? Okay, I already read that one. Oh my gosh, I forgot Joel was a rapper. Girl, doing all that rapping and tapping and all that other kind of stuff. Then he made a little music video. I said, oh, okay. I see you. Who is Sharice? I don't remember her. Oh, girl, that's the one who was on the Miami season. And she was fighting with that man. And they were playing pool or whatever. And he was being very disrespectful, cussing her out. And she had a real nasty attitude. The people didn't like her. I personally didn't mind Sharice. I actually liked her. Towards the end, I started to see like who she really was. And I didn't have an issue with her, but a lot of people didn't like her. Then she went on Make a Move. Ready to Love, Make a Move. When they went to New Orleans and tried to find those men. And it was Vernisha, Sharice, and Zadia. And they were all three trying to find a man. That's her. The people don't want to be watching the seasons. I don't forget a name or a face. Your business, a face or your business. I know that's right. Me either. The Evelyn Lozada lookalike. That's a good way to put it, Keisha. I just said that. I just talked about Camille and what's his name, Brittany. She said, "Did you hear about Camille and Cornelius divorcing? Divorce? They got to get married to get a divorce, child." So she said in that caption, they never made it official. So they were just playing in our faces, but they're no longer dating. It's just a mess. We need a full update show. Maybe I should do that. What y'all think? Y'all think I should put together a video of Where Are They Now for Ready to Love? I think I'm gonna do that. I'm going to do that for you all. I'll put together a Where Are They Now. Now, if you see my idea somewhere else, because the people like to steal, it's 11:07 p.m. January 30th, 2026. If that video comes out before mine, I know something. Okay, because when nobody thinking about no Ready to Love. Okay, nobody. So I'm going to put it together, and we're just going to take a trip back down memory lane. I'm going to tell y'all what they were doing and what they're doing now. So we can, baby Denise be all up and through them streets of H-Town. Do you hear me? It's so funny because I have a friend who's a friend of Denise, and I did not know that. And they're like actually really, really cool. Denise still crazy, honey. Still out there doing her thing in the Houston streets. Mrs. Book 19 said, "Hey, friend, girl, it's been a minute. I've been working on yet another degree, and life has been life, and all is well, though." I know that's right, girl. You better work on that degree. I'm so proud of you. You go, girl. KM5028 said, "Yes, where are they now? Ready to love." Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Do not hesitate to say if you see that idea somewhere else that they took it from here. Okay. I'm going to work on it soon. Okay. So it should be out shortly. But just in case, because people be listening and stuff and then they be acting like they ain't here. Whatever, child. Just make sure y'all let me know. Christina's gone. That damn Christina, capital One Christina. Please do a Patreon live for the Ready to Love. Where are they now? Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Anna put a ring on it update. Oh, I forgot about put a ring on it. Y'all know what? I got sad though, and I will never forget this. I had put out a review and I had made mention of Kai. Y'all remember Kai on the season where Alexia and Darian and all of them, and we're in a relationship, and we had a little laugh about it. And I had made a comment about Kai in another review. Well, I put the review out really late, and there was a lady that commented to me, and she said, that Kai has been diagnosed with cancer. I immediately took that review down because, first of all, I didn't know that. I was just making a joke, like, I said something, I think it was about the relationship part or something, but I took it down, edited my video, took that piece out, and I went to her page to check on her to make sure she was good. And she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She had been fighting it. I haven't checked her page recently, but I felt so bad for her because she was crying and, she has her kids and everything. So, yeah, that's one thing. I know Alexia is engaged now. She has a very nice man who loves her very much. And yeah, so that's all good. Who else was on Put a Ring on It? Y'all know the other couple that was on there with Alexia and Darian? What? Not the one who was eating a peanut butter sandwich, honey, because his nerves were so bad. They are actually, they're married now. They have a little boy. He's very handsome. And yeah, so they're doing good. But there was one more couple. The girl who had the curly hair, and she was with the other guy. I can't remember his name. But the two of them, let me see. Thank you for the super chat, SC Gerard. I love your content. Haven't seen one episode of this season's Ready to Love, but I don't miss these recaps. You can't be beat. Oh, thank you so much. Let me see. I'm going to pull it up for y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all who I'm talking about. Hold on. Let's see. It was Put a Ring on in Atlanta. Let me hold on. Cause I need to hold on. I'm a Atlanta season. Okay, so it was Shay and Alfonso. That was another season. Charlie and Otis. And Charlie and Otis are no longer together. Oh, Otis. Because remember, she ended up getting pregnant. She had the baby. And her and Otis are not together anymore. Then you have Shorty and Kenneth. Remember, he was so damn unhinged. Oh, I can't stand him. Yeah, Shorty had that crazy boyfriend. Shorty is out living her best life. We conversed briefly on Instagram. Ain't no telling what Kenneth doing. And who cares? And Ricky and Catherine, they broke up, of course. They are doing whatever it is they're doing. Ricky and his little baby braids. Jaisha and Joya, I think they're still together, but I'm not sure. So I have to check in on them. But okay, let me see. Y'all remember the other season of Ready to Love? I mean, not Ready to Love. Put a Ring on It with what's that girl's name? Hold on, I'm finna pull it up. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Okay, so you have Alexia and Darian, Darian from Field Mob. Then, what, I'm going to go ahead and just show y'all this. While we're at it, while I have you here, let's just go through it really quick. Okay, so Alexia and Darian. Alexia is now engaged to someone who loves her. So, yeah. She was so sick of being lonely. Okay, so she's sick of that. Then you have this beautiful couple right here. This is LaRonda and Jay. And they got married and they have a beautiful baby boy. They are doing very, very well. This the couple I was talking about, Jessica and Eric. They are no longer together. Eric started dipping it and doing it out here in these streets, and come to find out, allegedly, Jessica was not even living with him or anything at the time of filming. It was giving faking the funk. So that's what's going on with those three couples from that season. Yeah, but everything else, honey, Darren was trash, wasn't he? Woo! Yeah, I'm so happy for Alexia. I'm so happy she found her person. I really am. She came on the show to get rid of Kenneth broke ass. Okay. Okay. Eric look like a little man. He was little Vito. He was short. Honey, don't want no short man. He was little Vito. Misha, you are good at remembering these folks. Girl, I got so many TV shows and songs in my damn head. If somebody cut it open and turned it over, they'd be like, girl, what all these shows? Not episode 3. I'll be trying to remember. And you know what? I think it's the educator in me, because you have to remember the kids, honey. You got to remember them. You got to remember stuff they like, because you want to make a kid in your class feel special. So if they come tell me, baby, they went to Dave and Buster's, honey, I got to remember that Dave and Buster's for the rest of my life. Miss, you remember when I went to Dave and Buster's? Yes, I do. You won that basketball. I sure do. And your brother had pinned you down and you got mad and your mama told y'all it was time to go. Yes, baby. Mama remembers. Go on, sit down. Go sit down. I remember. And you got to remember all their names. And, I think that helps me. But you know what? These shows are actually keeping my brain a little bit sharper, because with perimenopause, a lot of things escape me. It seems like my short-term memory is worse than my long-term memory. I can remember a story time that's really a story time, but I sometimes can't remember what's going on like right now. I'm missing some of my words. But, it's the hormones, honey. It's nothing I can do. It's just really nothing I can do. I love a praise report. It's always nice to see the women of these shows find love, have children, and live well. Ain't it? It really is. Justice for Dr. Ponytail. Girl, because I had gave Dr. Ponytail a hard time because she used to be talking in riddles. But when they brought on the new host of the show, it lost something. And although I liked her and she did used to interact in my comment section, she was more hands-on, honey. She wanted to see what the people were saying. That's cool. But they just disappeared after that. And I was like, what happened? But you know what, y'all? I think that season with Shorty and Kenneth, that was too much for her. That was some real life DV. And, these are people's real lives at the end of the day, show or no show. And that man was unhinged. And I really think it took a toll on her. And she was just like, I cannot do this anymore. Because that was a very serious, heavy season. So I think that's what, made her want to go on about her business. You remember Shorty and I forgot her partner? Yeah, that's what I just got through talking about, Shorty and Kenneth. That was scary when the guy was crashing out. And that was for real what he was like too. I did see, I don't know Beauty and Brains. I don't know about no Love is Blind. I'm not in the mood. I just don't like it no more. After the whole Ashley and Tyler thing, I tried to give it a second chance. And then that boy was digging in his nose and eating his boogers, and everybody was making fun of him. They were exploiting him. And, they matched him with the girl. And I didn't even watch, like, we watched it on Patreon, but I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like that at all. It was just really something disheartening about watching him struggle through that entire season, and everybody laughing at him, calling him slow and stupid and goofy. And I just didn't like it. I can't get into it. I don't know about them. I saw it and I'm like, okay, y'all got a lot of black cast members up here on this picture, but we all know how it goes. They put a bunch of black people on here to lure us into watching. They choose all of the others and then they leave us. And if they do choose us, we have to have the most drama of the drama. Tyler and Ashley, anyone? Like, let's be so serious. It's going to have to be something really good to make me go over there and watch them. I don't want to be bothered. Oh, you didn't watch last season, Beauty and Brains, baby? The way they mistreated and exploited that man, I didn't like how they treated Ed. I just really didn't. I can't do Love is Blind and Love. Girl, I can't do no Love Island. I don't want to see all that kissing. I don't want to see them people laying up somewhere naked and kissing every 5 minutes. I just can't take it. I really don't. Me too, Janera Rose, baby. We see each other. Sheila said, I love your old reviews. I just watched them all during the snowstorm. I watched Sisters, and the way you were doing that damn thing and had me dying. I used to love Sisters. They did Sisters wrong. Tyler, just wrap the whole damn show up. No more Sabrina. No more Karen and her bell bottoms. We could just wrap it up. Because I don't care nothing about what Andy got going on. Danny's character has never evolved. She's still bringing men over to her house for one night stands and getting almost attacked. And it's just ridiculous. And without Sabrina, she's the empathetic one. She's the one you go to when you need something. Like, she's the glue. No, thank you. No, thank you. I've never gotten into Love Island, girl, and I felt so bad. I felt like I was having FOMO because everybody was coming to the channel like, Misha, you need to be reviewing Love Island, Love Island, Love Island. And it was everywhere. I'm talking about all on the Twitter, on the Instagram, on the TikTok. I was bombarded with all things Love Island. For one, it's just not my zhuzh. For two, it comes on every single day. There is no way I could watch and review that show every single day. No. Absolutely not. Every day? That's crazy. KCVille said, Love is Blind Germany was good. They actually had people who wanted to be in a relationship. It's always better when it's not the ones from the States. Always. Chris and Old Girl was enough for me. No, you're talking about Married at First Sight. See, Love is Blind, that's them behind the wall. You definitely talking about Married at First Sight season 12. Baby, I ain't gonna never forget that. That's the season that blew my channel up when I used to cuss Chris out every Thursday morning. Baby, I used to cuss him smooth out. The good old days. When is Divorced Sisters coming back? Girl, that's what I want to know. And you know what? I had actually said something under one of LaToya Luckett's posts. Turning, she's sitting up here zipping it and doing all up down the streets of Houston. I said, Rashida, when y'all coming back? When you and Gigi and them coming back? Because, baby, y'all been gone for a hot minute. We can let sisters go and we can just really get into Divorced Sisters. Because I need to know if that man going to find out that ain't his baby. Like, I really need to know when y'all coming back. Tyler do this all the time. He get people all hype. I understand you got Divorce in the Black. Or what is it? Not Divorce in the Black. Is that what it's called? Beauty in the Black. You got Beauty in the Black. You got Sisters. But Divorced Sisters was actually really good. And I want to finish it. But I don't know if it's coming back. I really don't. Beauty and Brain said, you think RHOA will be good with the return of Nene? I need your opinion. You think she should return? This is the thing. I want Nene to not taint her legacy. And I thought about this with old phony Feifei. When she came back, I think she wanted to recreate the Reeds of yesteryear. And I don't want Nene coming back thinking that she still has to be 2008 Nene. Like, I need you to say what you would say today in 2026. Because if it's not organic, then no, thank you. If you're going to come back and have attitude, no, thank you. If you're going to come back and act like, you know, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, no, thank you. So it's really a catch-22. On one hand, I want her to come back and I want her to really do well. And on the other hand, it's like, I don't want her to taint her legacy. So I don't know. You know, because RHOA is my thing. So I really don't know. And I can already get some vibes because I was looking, I do this thing over on my Patreon where I talk about certain things that have to do with Bravo. And I was talking about Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. And they were showing like the 20th anniversary and all the housewives coming together and stuff. And I don't know. It was like her, Portia, and Phaedra. And it was like, bling, bling, bling. She's just mad. And I'm just like, no. I ain't like it. I didn't like it. I don't know. It just, Nene, just come on. Just come on. Just be your regular self. Because when you try to be somebody else, that's when it starts going wrong. You know, a lot of people be asking me like, you know, am I going to switch up this or switch up that? I don't reinvent the wheel. I'm of the belief that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If I start doing something different, that's not me being authentically me. Now, I will add different creative things, but just starting to talk all different and be all different, like, no. You get what you're getting, you don't pitch a fit. It's been working, okay? We almost at 49,000 people strong, so I think it works. But as far as Nene, I don't want her to come back and try to do what she thinks the people want to hear. Please be yourself. And don't make no mistakes, child. You see, they ain't inviting Kenya nowhere. Do you hear me? That promo with Nene was childish AF. Sure was. Carde need to come back, baby. You know, they looking for her to come back because of what's going on with Todd. Who is Todd? Todd, little bitty self. Is Tyler still writing all his scripted shows? Or, baby, look, they said he had hired a writer or some writers, but it was still wrong. So, did he hire the writers or not? Because I still don't see it giving nothing. So, I don't know if he hired the writers or not. I don't know. It just ain't good. Demetria, aka I dated Roger Bob, she said she'd come back. I bet she would, because she ain't doing nothing else. She ain't even come to the reunion. No, thank you, Demetria. Okay, who has a music video launch with no music video? No, Demetria. The only difference between mine and yours is going for 8 and mine's been here. Phaedra told that lady she should be a folk singer. I dated him too. Baby, when Gaucher told, y'all remember Gaucher? Used to be on LA Hair. Baby, when Gaucher told her, I dated him too. And it's so funny you say that because I just got through seeing a picture that Garcelle posted with Roger Bob. I said, baby, not Roger Bob. Garcelle, now, get on away from Roger Bob, honey. You don't want Demetria to come out of the woodworks. You know she loves her some Roger Bob, child. Belicious said, I knew when Tyler said he was training the writers that they would be trash. Let them bring their gifts and collaborate. Like, stop micromanaging them. He too hands-on. Go away, Tyler. Let the people do what the people gonna do. Like, please. LA Hair was so good. That's why I need to come on over on the Patreon. Let me just plug my Patreon really quickly. Okay. And people in the chat, if you are a part of Patreon, please vouch for me because we're going to wrap this up. Listen, I have a Patreon and there are 2 tiers on it. And I do story times, which I haven't done a story time in a while, but I did just do one that was really good. It was about one of my sneaky links from college. Okay. So that was a grown and sexy story time. I do my story times, and then I have a VIP, which is like the $10 tier. We do everything together. Okay, we watch TV together. Child, we just get on there and gossip together. We be doing all kinds of stuff. Let me give you an example. So on Tuesdays, we do Talk Show Tuesday. That's where we get together and we watch old talk shows, you know, just to dissect them and talk about them and laugh and kiki. So one night, okay, if there's a VIP in the house, please vouch. One night we were watching this talk show and there was a number that popped up and they was like, oh, Misha called a number. Well, baby, don't threaten me with a good time because I love a party. So I called the number. So the number was like disconnected or something. So then it was another patron on there and she was like, oh, call the hotline, call the chat. You know, the old school hotline where you used to call and you could meet people from different schools and stuff back when you was in high school and college. So baby, she gave me the Houston hotline chat number. Why we called that number and I started chatting with these men, honey. Now, mind you, we all on the phone together. They can hear me chatting with these men. So one man, I had made a profile and everything, honey, using my 1-800 call me tonight voice. So the one man got on there and he was acting like he just wanted to, you know, have the sexual. So I hung up in his face real quick. Then it was another man on there and he was talking to me, a Caucasian fella. And I'm listening to him talking. He telling me how he got, you know, he got these businesses and, you know, he got this money. And so I said, have you ever dated a Black woman? You know, because I just wanted to know. Honey, speaking of ready to love, are you ready to love? So I asked him. I was talking to a weird ass man. So I asked him, I said, have you ever dated a Black woman? Well, I did have sex with one of them. Baby, the way I hung him up so good, he tried to call me back. Baby, don't. I hung you up. Okay, I hung you up. I blocked him. Sir, I'm not your fetish. Because he was on that phone just talking to me. He's like, I walked outside to talk to you. I'm like, oh, okay. Honey, I'm just playing into whatever he's talking about. Then we just started talking on the phone, honey, having a good old time. Until he started saying, yeah, I had sex with one of them. I said, oh, let me hang this phone up, child. So yeah, we just do all kinds of random things. And then we get together now. Just last night, we ended up watching, what we watch, y'all? Oh, College Hill Virgin Islands. Because on Thursdays, we have Throwback Thursdays. So we got together and we had a blast. We was on there for like 5 hours because we had to make sure we got to the part where they was fighting Vanessa and Crystal. So baby, we got on there. We had a good time. We watched it. We're going to continue it on next Thursday. So if you want to come over and join Patreon, I say all that to say it is a good time. You don't have to stay forever. You know, it's not a death row contract. I ain't shook. If you want to come over there and you don't like it, guess what? You can go. You can be like, nah, it's not for me. I have other segments on there as well, but I just want you to come see. Okay, so if you want to be a part of Patreon, you go to patreon.com/Misha IMO. So yeah, we had a good old time, honey. A good old time. No, I haven't watched it yet. Beauty and Brains. I need to. She said, did you watch his and hers? I heard it was really good, but I have not watched it. I have not. Sheila said, yes, Patreon is really good, and we always have a blast. We do, even though they don't like sometimes what I be playing. We watched. Okay, has anybody on this chat ever watched Just Another Girl on the IRT? Have y'all ever seen that movie before? Well, it's like a cult classic from the 90s, honey. And we ended up watching it on Wednesday night. Oh, and speaking of, if you are a patron, don't forget Traders tomorrow. Traders will be tomorrow at 6. Okay. That's also another thing. I don't review Traders on YouTube, but I do it on Patreon. So if you're a member of Patreon, don't forget, we're going to watch Traders tomorrow at 6 p.m. But yeah, if you've never seen Just Another Girl on the IRT, we watched it on Wednesday night. And yeah, a lot of people were a little bit traumatized, but I mean, it had a message. I wanted the people to see the message, and I thought that it was good. Okay. Yes, Janera. Yes. That movie kept me out of trouble. I saw that movie for the first time when I was in the 6th grade. Don't ask me how I got access to it, honey. I don't even know. But I watched that movie when I was in the 6th grade, and it scared me straight. And that's why I waited till I was in my 30s to have a baby. Child, So, yeah. So I'm going to check out his and hers. And I thank y'all for joining me for this Ready to Love live reunion part 2. Same time next week, same bat channel. Okay. So come back next week, 9:30. Let's see if anything else comes out. Because, baby, part 1 was something else. Okay. It really was. But I got to get up early in the morning. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please like the live on your way out. Tell somebody who knows somebody who's going to tell somebody. I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm not even at 50. But I don't care, honey. I got crazy faith, so it could happen. Tell somebody who knows somebody who's going to tell somebody. Join the Patreon if you care. And I appreciate y'all. And I will catch y'all on the flip side. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace. Night, night, y'all.